What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Dave's RC, guys. Got a special guest on tonight. You guys all know who he is. Come on, man. You guys have been around long enough. My man, Shay, Hamilton's Hangar.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? Glad to be here, Dave.
Thanks, man. Dude, I love having you on the show, bro. I do. And
yeah, man. Thanks
I
for
like
having
having people on the show, period, man. But, I mean, you've been on the show multiple times for a reason, man. We like having you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And, yeah, I definitely have stopped streaming, you know, so not that it's anything against anybody in the community or anything like that. This is actually like the first time I've been live since I've stopped streaming. So I just kind of stopped streaming just because I got some other things going on around here and I'm pretty busy with life. So, you know, I'm still involved in the RC world, you know what I mean? Just things are a little bit slower this time of year.
Got the baby on the way, right?
Yeah, you know, that, and then busy with lifestyle, and then the kids are keeping me pretty busy with summer and things like that too, you know, and then volunteer work as well. So I work at church.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, man.
So what I'm doing right now, guys, just tinkering around. I was curious. This is a fan that actually came out of the F-16 that used to belong to Cat Mike that I got from Roach Coach. And I'm taking this fan out because it's an in runner, and we're really curious to see if it's. I don't think it's the stock one that came in it, bro. I think somebody did the mod already, but I could be wrong. But this is an in runner that I'm pulling out of here right now. Well, it might be. I don't know. It looks like it. Unless that's a huge outrunner.
I have a big outrunner stock motor. Oh yeah.
Oh, man,
Well, I know some of the Freewing ones they may look like in the housing a in-runner, but some of the bigger ones are still outrunner.
Okay, Shay, what did you say the one that came out of yours was?
Either a 1500 or 1550 kV.
This is a 1550.
Yeah.
1550,
yep.
Bro.
Outrunner. Yep.
It is an outrunner, but it's just the very back that moves. This whole front part.
That's weird.
Isn't that weird? So it
For
is,
an
man.
outrunner.
So I'm kind of glad that I put the F-18 one in here because I know that that's a little that's a
little bit newer system.
So yeah, guys, that's what I was just doing, and we're done now. Put this back together. Yeah, Eric. So I'll send you this one, dude.
Okay. Well, that's got to go in the bird I'm buying off of you.
I'll just throw. You know what, dude? I'm going to throw it in the box that I'm sending out for you here real soon. Actually, we could probably work on that.
Yeah, don't forget to give me dimensions and the weight of that box.
Yeah, so I got to work with my brother in the morning. We're gonna go do an install. I got to go install a chimney with him. Help him install a chimney.
Sounds like some busy work.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've never installed a chimney per se, but I've done a lot of carpentry work in my life.
Hey, it's a learning opportunity, right? Is it like bricklaying at all, or
no
that kind of chimney? Or?
No, we're actually just putting on the flute and installing the actual like.
So you're doing concrete / brickwork then if you're doing the base.
We're doing the tree work before the masons come in. Yeah, no, they don't do masonry work. They actually just install the furnaces and install the stoves and then install the flukes that go up the side of the house, like so your chimney pipe, which is also like known as a fluke.
Right.
So yeah, man. So yeah, this is the 1550, guys. This is a 1550. So it's the lesser of the two evils, or it's the actually no, yeah, no, it's not.
That motor like got the job done for me. You know, it was obviously very sad in that jet, considering its weight. You know, but it definitely like got the job done for a few flights. I got a maiden flight on it and stuff like that. You know, but
it just doesn't have it just doesn't have a lot of get up for the way it's playing, right?
Yeah, and then speaking on like having multiple flights on it, you know, on that motor is just a no go. You know what I mean? Like after, you know, you just realize, especially after like flying in runners, things like that, it's just a noticeable difference.
It's one of those things where you wonder why they didn't go a little bit higher KV on it. You know what I mean?
From the get-go?
Yeah.
Right.
And a bunch of people up in the chat tonight. What's up, everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to check the chat here in a minute, you guys. I'm just trying to get this trying to get at least one more bolt back in this.
Yeah, I'm going to be flying tomorrow in the morning. I'm pretty busy in the afternoon, but I plan to try to fly in the morning anyways.
What bird are you going to fly?
It's T45 and my Raptor. I did something special to my Raptor, so I'll just say I put it on 12S. So the Raptor's on 12S now. It has
What?
it has
You put the Shuby in it?
Yep, it's got the Shuby in it.
Dude.
It's actually very light in comparison to this motor right here. So
Well, considering the play the Shuby was in had a mishap, so
yeah, 4L39, you'll have that though. So
Bro, that Raptor on 12S, that's gonna be, bro. I mean, come on.
CG
Man.
is perfect on the Raptor right now with two 4000s.
I can't wait.
I put a Castle Creations 20 amp 12S BEC in there. So I had that laying around already. But yeah, it's gonna be absolutely awesome. I feel like so. We'll see. It should be pretty powerful. Should get up with no problem. And then this this T45 behind me, I'm putting this in there tonight and putting it on 8S. So yeah, should be awesome. You know. And then the good thing about that motor is that, or the ESC, is that it's 8S as well. So I can fly it on 8S too. You know, and the motor and EDF in case I don't like it on 12S, right? So, a couple options.
I don't know. I'm gonna go get comfortable. Maybe. Come back out here.
Yeah, man. So I mean,
Get comfy. Get swifty.
I'm glad I put that F18 fan in, man. I really am.
Look, Victor said he wants to try 14S soon. That's like $1,000 like setup power system.
What is it? A 14S?
Mm-hmm.
What would you even need that in?
105 mil. I probably should have had that in the L39, but you know, all these coulda, shoulda, wouldas and stuff.
Right? Nah, dude. I mean, that's the way. When I crash a plane, that's the way I chalk it up. Oh, and both of my crashes that I've had, well, including Tyler's, were all my fault. Every one of them were my fault.
You'll have that, right? It's a part of it. I'm not really like, I don't really get like too pissed off. I was just more like, what the fuck? Yeah, like, damn, I was pretty mad.
What
but,
happened? Like what happened?
Yeah, and then my thing was that I made it through my turn, so you know what I mean. But it's all good.
So what are your plans?
I still haven't watched the video yet, dude, because I don't want.
I lost quite a bit in that plane. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I had a lot of
did.
stuff that went down inside there, and a lot of mangled stuff when I went over there.
It probably
So
destroyed a lot of your electronics.
Yeah, sort of a lot.
didn't it?
Yeah, the whole left side, so things got messed up. 2 servos, like it was all disaster over there. So
Yeah, I still haven't even watched the video for that.
it was kind of funny because like I was thinking about my buddy Justin, who was like, "Yeah, man, you know, just be picking up a pile of sticks," and there I was picking up a pile of freaking sticks. It was just funny though, you know, because like there was just so much, you know, pieces of wood out there.
Yeah, I know. Balsa kits. Man. I was just telling you earlier. That's why I haven't flown that P-51, and I would actually rather just sell it to someone who knows how to fly something that big and is comfortable flying something that big. Because I'm not.
Yeah, man.
Maybe one of these days,
Yeah.
but no, man. That thing is. I just remember I spent like 6 months building that thing, man. Like 6 solid months.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
Definitely.
just working on one thing after another, installing servos one time. You know, the installing the motor in that thing was crazy because I actually put a twin motor on the front of it, so the big the heads are actually sticking out of the side of the front, dude. It's pretty sick.
Nice. So you got it's a gas motor on there. Sweet.
Oh yeah, dude. It's a big gas motor. It's like a 70C or something like that. 70cc. Yeah, she's a big one. Yeah.
Hey man, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's and I don't think. I mean, I haven't even started it up yet. I just put the brand new fuel tank in it, and I still actually haven't even taken it out to start it up. Not to mention, I'd have to change all of it would have to go on Spectrum, because I got rid of my my Tyrannus radio and my Tyrannus receivers to Eric. So, and that's what it was hooked up on. So everything would have to be switched over to Spectrum, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. But It's a very impressive plane, man. The retracts in that thing were like front and back were like $600 for the retracts, and you can actually custom set them so that they go up like the real warbirds. Like one will go up and then the other comes up.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's so
that's
sick. Dude.
awesome.
Yeah, all electric retracts, dude. They're the beefiest retracts I've ever seen in my life, man. I mean, these are the retracts that don't bend. These things snap.
Well, they better be.
Yeah.
That's a heavy bird.
It's a big bird, man. I think once it's done, it'll probably be right around the 32-pound mark. So I mean,
That's a heavy airplane.
That's a big airplane. That's a lot. It's a lot of airplane, man. So,
yeah, that's awesome.
You're funny, Air Marshal.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous as all hell about that plane. So, I definitely want to be a better pilot before I attempt it. I want to know a few things. Yeah, man. So, yeah, we haven't gone out to fly the F-16 yet either, guys.
Did you put a different motor in there? Or?
Yeah, I put the one from the
F-18,
the crashed F-18 in it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that is. I think maybe like I don't know what the ones that are in the F-18 are. I'm not sure. You know what? That's a good. I'm gonna pull up the chat anyways.
Is that one of those high performance ones, or from the high performance F-18?
He got his before they came out with.
I got mine before the high performance version came out, so I'm hoping it's not a 1500 or 1550.
He said Tor Anus Radio. This guy.
That's coming from somebody that when he's not on TV promoting Spectrum will admit he loves his Open TX transmitter from Jumper. So just keep that in mind.
He did like a live thing on that, didn't he? Like
yeah,
way back. You know, the CNC.
Just gotta give you crap back there, Marshall.
Yeah, so that's the high performance one. I don't know. I don't think I got the high performance one, you guys.
Okay. They might still have the Outrunner version on their website, potentially.
Let's see, spare parts. Let's see what the motor in this thing is. 1750 kV Outrunner? That can't be right. A 1750 kV Outrunner. Well, shit, man. The 1500s are that means the 1500 would be better than that. Okay, here we go.
Open TX Freedom, Michael Honeychuck says.
Yeah, man, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Here, I'm looking at something else too. Arc plus.
Yeah, Freewing's a little bit expensive too. I mean, they're all getting kind of price hikes are going up right now, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody is.
The F-18 right now is $420, $429 for an ARF. That's how much they usually were as a whole. I'm sure their sales have gone down too, man. I'm
BD
sure.
Tennessee, you bring up a good point. OpenTX is good. It's not.
1750.
It's different, and the problem is no one sits there and explains it very well. So, like, yeah, if you're a beginner, don't use OpenTX. Sorry to interrupt you guys, though. He was just saying that about.
So, Craig Beaven, if you're talking about the Neffy, I think it is on like the 26th, right? Around that day. Let's look at the calendar here. So if you're talking about Neffy, I think it's on like 26th, 27th, 28th, right? And 29th. I'll be there on like the 27th. On that Saturday, whatever Saturday is, 28th, 29th. I plan to come those days.
There we go. All right, now I'm in. All right, now I got the comments, you guys.
Look what Deuces just said. It's crazy how when they raise prices on stuff, how sales automatically go down. Not law of diminishing returns.
Deuce gets it, man.
Yeah.
And the people that aren't buying up a bunch of planes right now are also get it. So I haven't bought a plane except for this plane sitting in front of me.
There's another one.
Yeah, guys, I really appreciate all you guys' support, man. You guys, Dave and Shadow, thanks for having me tonight. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers. I'm like less than
Let's
20
get it,
away
baby.
now. I think I'm less than 20 away from 1,000. So that's awesome. Even though my crash videos might be helping out, but you know what? Like,
That's
I don't
impressive,
know.
bro. That's actually impressive. When you
I
start
didn't
getting
have to
profit
post
sharing,
my crashes.
you don't get a lot for profit sharing, but it's pretty cool just to have a partnership and see it coming in. You do get a little bit. It's not a lot though.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's not really what I'm looking for. I mean, I guess really just like you have to have a goal, right? I mean, essentially in terms of subs
My
or
goal was 1,000 subs, man. That was my
you
goal,
know.
dude. So I mean, that's you had a goal and you stuck with it, and that's what's up, man. There. Oh, no.
So I'm not ignoring everybody. I've talked to Avzod because my stuff is messed up. So I'm multitasking right now.
Breckham Royce stuffing his face with cheese baggies.
Nice. Anybody else gonna go out and fly this weekend? I'm sure a bunch of people are probably gonna get out and fly.
Yeah, dude. I mean, oh my God. I'm actually gonna go help my brother install another a chimney, and that's gonna take that day away. So I'll have
Yeah.
Sunday, and I don't know, man.
Sundays are usually tough. for
Sunday,
me.
yeah, they are. They kind of are, man.
So what? So you got 1,000 subs, Che. Almost. You're getting ready to
I'm
go.
just reading the chat over here, guys.
Yeah, I'm
You're
trying to
gonna
save
go.
up for something big. So
That's what my question was going to be because you had the L39 issue. So, do you have an idea of what, or just something similar, or what are you thinking?
yeah, I might grab that HSD L39 or the. I'm not really attracted to the F86. I mean, I've had the small one, and I mean, like, I don't really know. You know, like, I don't know. L39 is my favorite jet. So just
Yep.
not because of the way that it flies, but just the way that it looks. I like the way that
It's
it
one of
looks.
Dave's
Well, it looks
favorite.
and it flies like a bit. Boy, that thing flies. Oh man, Shay, I love me an L39, bro. I think
That's
I have
Old
more likes
Faithful.
on my L39 on my channel than anything, just because it's a baby to fly. It's so fun. It's just a fun plane to fly.
It's very enjoyable.
Yep, it
Very
is.
enjoyable.
Yep. You do anything with that thing. You can do anything with it. You can throw that bitch around if you want. I bet you could. Like I've always had issues with sabers, especially on landings because the plane likes to go one way or the other, and if you're not ready for it, you're not. I don't know. I just don't have enough experience, I guess, landing an F-86. It flies great. The F-86 fly awesome. When they're in the air, they're locked in.
Got a huge like wing loading. You know, it's got like in terms of like weightlifting. You know, like it just flies so smooth, and you can like dead stick it like every single time you're coming down. It'll just yank in the turns. Anyways, at least a small one
It's
did.
right at the end where it gets me. It'll want to flare one way or the other, and if you don't catch it in time, it makes.
I think it's those jets that have that nozzle right there in the front. You know.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. BD Tennessee, man, he said the 6S Raptor, the cost of the 6S Raptor is what the 8S Raptor used to cost.
Exactly. I was looking at that the other day. All
Tough price point.
well, even
it's
like
not for everybody though.
Even like some of your Flightline RC birds that were okay price before now are over $400.
So you know what that means, dude? All your Freeman planes that you bought, like all the ones that I have, all that does is make them that much more valuable. Nobody wants to pay $500 and something for a brand new one, but you'll pay $350 for a used one, especially if they're in pretty decent shape.
It's tough for me. I don't know. I get taxed in Illinois, you know, on purchases. So when you buy a $500 plane, you're getting taxed quite a bit.
So what are the taxes like where you're at, man? So like say
I don't know exactly how to describe it, but you know, if I'm paying $600 for a plane, then I'm paying like $680 out the door.
So
you know, like something.
tax.
You guys have
like
high taxes in Indiana.
In Illinois, yeah,
Illinois.
Here in Illinois. Yeah, and that's
Okay.
been recent. In the past few years, they went up a couple years. But yeah.
So you have additional taxes. That sucks.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just because I live in Illinois, it says it at the bottom, but every single time I'm on Motion's website and you go to check out, it says no sales tax, and then it says excludes Illinois. And I don't know if it's because they're in Illinois, their warehouse is in Chicago, you know.
Right,
So
okay.
I don't really know if it has anything to do with anything, or just probably because of where I live at. I know some other people get taxed on online purchases as well, so it could just be, you know, differentials in states.
Yeah, so what Vermont has no state tax. So anything that you like, if you go to Vermont, like so, most people that like smoke cigarettes will go over to not Vermont but New Hampshire and buy cigarettes because they don't have a tax over there. So whatever it is, the cost of whatever it is what it is. So if you're going to pay $50, say, for a carton or 10 packs of cigarettes, you're only paying $50. Here in Maine, not only are you paying more for the cigarettes, but then you're also paying a massive tax. So where a carton would also, cartons over here almost cost $100 a pop. You know, 90, 87 to, 90, somewhere in there.
Wow, yeah.
So people so what they did was they actually put a two like carton minimum if you're from the state of Maine. If you have a state of Maine ID,
That's how they control it.
Yeah.
That's how they control it. So that way they're
Maine was
not
getting pissed off.
losing.
Maine's like, dude, we're losing all these taxes.
Yeah.
We're losing out on all these taxes, man. And
Well,
New Hampshire made a good point. They're like, well, what's to say that they don't go to another store down the street and get two more? We can't stop them from doing that. I mean, come on, we can only stop two at a store. So it's kind of a ridiculous law. But if you get caught coming back across the border with more than 2 cartons, the state of Maine will get you on a tax evasion. So it's pretty stupid, dude. It really is.
They try to find a way to get money out of you regardless.
New Hampshire people, I know that when they order stuff online, they do have to pay a tax. They got to pay a tax of whatever state the company's based out of, or whatever their state regulations are, because New Hampshire doesn't mess with state taxes. They don't have a state tax. They don't even have a division for state tax. So it's whatever it goes. If it bounces back and goes on whatever their state. Wherever.
That's true. So. We have the issues of the different taxes, but then when you have leave, when the tax rate, or I mean the money exchange, the Canadian dollar is worth less, so he pays a lot more for stuff besides the taxes.
Like taxes on like stuff like that are not bad here. Like, I don't think there's very much tax at all. I think I might pay like 20 or $30 on a big $500 or $600 debt. So it's like 20 or $30, maybe a little more than that.
Okay.
But what we do have here is outrageously high property taxes. They're off this planet, dude. It's crazy how much taxes are here. Like, I don't know what they are in other states, but people can pay up to $4,000 to $5,000 in taxes every year on their property. And that's just on a small little piece of nothing. If you have some real land, bro, you're paying some serious taxes, property taxes.
It depends on what city you're in Idaho and what
Record
part
Roy
of that
said
city
tax
too.
this and flipped us off. I think he's happy. He had some cheeseburgers.
So when you go with the new plane that you're going to save up for, Che, are you going to put the Schubler back in it, or are you going to do something else, or what's your...
So I'm probably, I don't really know exactly. I'm not really fully committed on a purchase yet.
Still thinking about what you want to do.
Yeah, I got an idea. Like I said, I'm leaning towards a couple HSDs. Like I was thinking, there's a couple.
One of those fans that Guniac builds.
There's a couple large models from like Turbines RC that are wood models that I would like to get my hands on as well, that are jets. So, but they're of larger size, not 90 mil. So I think I might go bigger with my next RF size, probably to like a 120 or maybe even a little bit larger, depending on the size.
Are you going to stay just in the battery scene, Shay? Or are you ever going to mess with combustible fluids?
I am definitely going to mess with combustible fluids.
I will eventually too, but right now, no.
Not necessarily right at this moment, but I do plan to probably within the next couple of years. Obviously, it's not going anywhere, right? It just becomes more of a larger commitment at that point.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
what I'm going to do is just clean out my whole fleet, keep my Raptor, keep like 3 or 4 planes, like maybe 5 planes that I really like. And my ultimate goal was I wanted a jet powered Raptor. That's it. I mean that's what I want. That was my goal in the very beginning, was that I wanted to graduate up to a some type of a jet powered F-22. So I think that's still my goal. I would just like to have, just one plane that's badass that I can go out and fly, take it to like, different shows and stuff like that, and just kind of maybe go that route on my YouTube channel as well. That would actually be kind of cool, man. People would love to see that. But the problem is I think that once you do that, then you're going to want another one. You're going to want to do something different. You're going to want you don't want to fly. I wonder how this would be in an L-39,
Yes. Definitely.
I feel you, man. I didn't think I was going to stay with.
The nice thing about when you start getting the turbines is, yes, they're expensive, but you get a lot more performance.
Yeah, man. Could you imagine, dude? Like not even a big. It doesn't even have to be a big scale Raptor. Not much bigger than the one that 90 mil Raptor. It doesn't even have to be much bigger than that.
Well, Mickey, him and Yoda and a couple other guys down there in Australia, they don't even have 90 mil birds that they've converted to turbines in their free wing birds.
I think I just saw a thumbnail pop up for an F-22 earlier today, and I didn't watch it.
Was it a turbine one?
Yeah, they put a K-45 in it or something.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one. Does my video keep skipping out? I got some choppy service going on probably or something.
A little, but not bad.
It's not as bad. It's not as bad as you think, man.
Okay.
It just momentarily, it's like a skipping CD, just momentarily. Like your sound is fine. It's just the picture momentary.
Yeah, it's because of that. I use my phone to stream, and
that makes sense.
It's not necessarily on a hard line, right? So.
Just Custom RC in the house. RC Air Marshal. What's up, Air Marshal, man?
If you noticed in the show last week,
George
I was
Watts,
on my phone data too. So if it was choppy on my end, that's what was going on too.
Hey, you guys, John HVRC is here. I'm just looking at the recent chat, you guys. I'm seeing who's in here. I think I might have seen John's name earlier, actually. Mickey DRC, what's up? Dennis Filey. What's up, my man? Still got them tactic radios for me, I hope.
He does.
I'll come for him sooner or later, man.
So you would probably like this, Che. Mickey and Yoda down there in Australia have the 80 mil birds from Free Wing with jets in them. They're getting ready. They're pairing up a T-45 like the one sitting behind you with the X-45 turbine in it.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen it fly. I was actually watching it earlier. It's funny you say that. But yeah, man, I talk to Mickey B sometimes over texting.
He's cool guy.
Yeah, man, for sure. Very informative, and he's got Yoda over there, lucky guy. So. Yeah,
Yoda is a book of knowledge too.
But it's good that we have Paul Applebaum here in the States. Yeah. Hey, Jeff, because you can get those kits, those conversion kits, right at your fingertips, essentially. So, right. I mean, it is a good way. It is a good way to dive into turbines.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to do additional work, right? Add brakes, things like that. But it all seems worth it. That's just wheel swap out.
So when you do go turbine, is that how you're gonna go first? Is a smaller like 90 mil?
I'm probably gonna hop into an HSD.
Okay.
Regular plug and play model. One of theirs is what they call it.
Yeah, they sell their foam ones in turbine versions too. So
yeah, whenever they're in stock, right?
Exactly.
Can't really find much anything on their website in stock. I probably would have bought the L39 a while back. When I was like looking to buy one at that point.
Right.
They're in stock. I've seen them fly. They fly on rails, man. The L39 flies on rails. So as you'd expect.
L39. Are we talking about the L39 again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, that thing. Yeah. I mean,
your favorite bird, Dave.
If you don't have an L39, go get one. You might like it even more than your Avani.
I think Jeff's Customs RC just got one.
I personally like it better than the Avani. I like the Avani, don't get me wrong. I can see the L39 better. And it's just a preference thing, too. I'm not saying that the L39 is better. I'm saying I like the L39 better. As a
If I don't love a plane, it's getting the boot. You know, that's all there is to it. It's getting put on. It's getting put up for sale.
Yeah.
George brings up a good point when you buy the HSD ones that are turbine ready. You literally just drop your turbine and your receiver in and you're good to go. There's no real modding that you have
That's
to
exactly
do.
why. Yeah.
I kind of think that I actually like the Havoc, the short period of time that I had it. I actually like the Havoc more than I like the...
Please close that. Please.
Jeff's Custom RC, Dave's RC was eyeballing that one, but he's changed his mind for the 20th time.
Reckham Royce, we got to put a new power system in that thing first. Because the stock one is dog shit. But yes, the F100 Super Sabre has flown, you guys. Bobby K flew it down at the Pilot Ryan event, did like 2 circuits, and what happened was the gyro didn't kick on, and the Aurora one wasn't set up right, so I think it was fighting with the other gyro, the AS3X. I think so. We had to it was on a switch, and when we landed it, we went over. Me and John. No, I can't think it's John M. His son. Me and I don't know if it's Richard. Rich and John M. Right? His son, whatever. Rich's son, John. I think it's John. He came over there and we actually fiddled around with the switches and figured it out. And we didn't fly it again after that.
Dang.
But yeah, check the battery right after that, dude. And the battery was already down to like 50%. It's crazy. You did two circuits.
Dang.
I hate that jet. I really despise that jet.
The Super Sabre?
Yeah. I did not like it in terms of, I don't know, man. Like, it's just giving me multiple freaking problems. Multiple different platforms. So, I don't know. And then I messed up probably with the tail heaviness, you know what I mean? But, like, whatever. You know, I don't really care. I was just messing around with it at that point. So,
right.
Two gyros.
That's the one you had a radio or a battery fell on and you still got it back and was able to land it. I remember that video.
Some crazy stuff was going on with that one. That's funny.
Hangar 51,
actually,
we know.
You guys, it actually pains me to go on these websites and see the prices of these planes, man. It completely turns me off from wanting to buy a plane. Completely turns me off, man. Like back in the day, you go and look. Like I think the last great plane that I got was probably that 80 millimeter F5 Tiger. I'm glad.
Need T45. You don't have one.
The what? The T45.
You need T45, man.
T45, no. The Gas Hawk.
I'm telling you, just flies too good.
Does it really?
Flies like that Bayhawk or the Avani. They all fly the same. Those jets. I mean, if you ask
reality, the real Goshawk and the Bayhawk are the same plane. Just one was massaged into a trainer to take off of carriers, basically. But
I tell you what, a jet airframe that flies good for military, and that's the F-16. I've had both the 270 millimeter F-16s, and those things fly amazing. Modeled F-16s fly great. I'm actually really surprised. I'm really stoked to find out how this one flies. I can't wait. If it's anything like the smaller ones, it should be.
I hear it flies good. It's just the power system that it comes with lets it down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, flies great though. I like it.
I can't wait, man.
I'm gonna fly mine again probably next week. I gotta do a little bit of nose reconstruction on it, and then add in that nose gear. Showing you guys.
Do you put your battery more forward or more aft?
Mine was like I don't really know, so I can't really say because it's been a while since I've been inside that model, man.
Well, you've gotten some other stuff that you've been trying to fly.
Yeah, and I think that it had a little bit nose heavy, to be honest with you, when I was flying, and so I probably had it too far forward. And I think I was using a 5,000 or a 6,000.
What's funny is he has this carved right here, making me think that they were running the batteries that far forward.
So I think that T45...
That's actually pretty far forward, man.
No, that's a little bit too far forward. Isn't it like right on the board? It's like right on that board, isn't it?
Yeah, man. See, I would want it back. I mean, that's kind of like,
I don't even know if the battery tray goes up that far.
it stops right about. Oh, you can't. Oh.
So did you mess the nose up on yours, Jake? Is that
Oh
why you're
yeah,
having to
dude.
do
I
a
was
little
flying
fix?
it. Yeah, I think I was flying. I was flying it last season. The last time. Okay. Last season was last time I was flying it, and I think I just I tipped it when I came down on a landing. Came down
And
too
it caught
hard. I
it.
came down too hard on it, and the nose strut bent, and then I tipped it, and then yeah, like the nose kind of got like a little bit messed up, so I kind of got to like get it back together, then fill it in with some foam, and change out the nose strut, and she should be ready to rock and roll.
Cool.
So.
Yeah. See, if I was gonna fly this thing, man, I'd probably want the battery right there, man. That's probably where I would start. I mean, with my 70 mils, I ran like a 4,000 pack, and I ran that thing pretty far forward as well.
A lot of stuff's been sold out, you guys.
I think that's where I would want it, man.
And you
This
might
thing-
not want to
this thing
fly that
sounds
on
amazing.
You might not want to fly it on that 30C pack though, bro.
No,
Probably
bro.
gonna
Here, I'll show you what I got,
Higher
bro.
C. You want a
I'll show you
higher
what I
C
got.
for sure.
This
in that one.
one's actually a little heavier. I should have actually started with this.
Dave,
What?
before the show, when I got you and Che on, I was looking on Horizon.
Yeah.
It's saying for that bind and fly bird that you're buying that they ship in September.
Yeah, the Viper. I was talking to Bobby about that earlier. RC plane reviewer.
The Viper. That's
Yeah.
so I did order that. It's on pre-order. So I guess they'll just take the funds whenever it ships or whatever.
I haven't
Yeah.
even been on their site since the prices went up.
Yeah, that's
So-
what happened because I
that's
asked them.
that's the last thing that I bought, you guys. I'm not particularly like looking into buying anything else anytime soon.
Just flying what you got.
Yeah, just start flying what I got, and I think I'm gonna like that Viper because I like that little Viper that I have.
I need to come back into stock with that giant OV10.
Oh yeah, that's a cool bird. I was looking at that last night.
So yeah, that's a slightly heavier battery.
What
than
C
the,
is that
30C.
HRB?
That's a 5000 50C, and what's
Oh,
cool is the
okay.
6000s fit in here nice too.
What's the biggest battery you've flown in yours, Che?
A 6000
Yeah, so I think
Pro from Admiral.
And then I've also got this one, you guys, but this one's slightly fatter battery than even the. So the HRBs sacrifice length for width. With the smart packs, they sacrifice length for width. So the 50C packs are quite a bit wider than the regular packs. So you have to stick it in sideways like this. But dude, that'll fit like a glove, man. That thing looks nice in there.
Jeff's Custom RC, yes, this is the 90mm Freewing F16.
Yeah, so that's and like I said, that's a 5050C. I just got this from Ray and Robin Tobby. They were supposed to give me one with my when I bought my SU30 through them. They ended up giving me a 30C by mistake, which is cool. I mean, I tried flying it on the 30C, it just wouldn't come off the ground. So that 30C ended up getting ruined because I tried so many times trying to fly that SU30 with it. Could never get that SU30 off the ground except for one time. Tyler actually flew off of a hill, and it was like a 5-foot, 6-foot drop, and the plane just took right off the hill. And he went like 3 or 4 circuits and landed. I still, on my old phone, have that footage, but what happened was the camera was not positioned right, so it was filming with the small screen. So, and I hate posting videos like that when it messes up and it gives you guys a small screen or the sideways screen or whatever it is. But they ended up replacing that 30C with this 50C, dude. Yeah, so the one that
Noticeable size difference in those two batteries that you just had in there.
Yeah,
Bro,
they are.
Look at that, dude.
One's really broad and the other one's really long.
I mean, it's significantly noticeable, dude. Look how much wider.
Here, let me see if I can make that.
So this is your 30C and this is your 50C, and I imagine the 100Cs are probably a little bit fatter than these 30C or 50Cs.
It reminds me of that 5100 carbon pack 70C.
Same, about the same width, The 30C is actually a little bit wider than the 50C, which is crazy, kind of funny.
RC plane reviewer, yeah, she's thick.
She's a thick one.
Hey, that's funny. That is funny.
This guy's next comment.
This guy. That is funny. I'm gonna tell Ashley that when I get out here. I'm like, dang, girl, you're thicker than a snick. She's gonna look like, huh?
When's your guys' due date, Che?
October 6th.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah,
My
man,
son
right
was
around the
born
corner.
the 10th, so that's coming
Nice.
up.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
You guys getting excited?
Yep. My birthday's coming up on the 19th, so I think I should buy a jet probably.
Yeah.
Or another plane.
I'm
I
gonna
don't really
limit
have any prop
myself.
planes.
I'm gonna limit myself with planes to one for birthday and one for Christmas.
Jeff's custom says might not want to go there. I'll be sleeping on the couch tonight.
If not the car, right?
Yeah, I'll be in the garage laying next to the pieces of the L-39.
Snuggling up with them.
Victor has pictures on Facebook of his new bird when his wife wasn't there in the bed with him.
Hey, that's funny.
See if the canopy shuts with that big fat daddy in there.
So if you were gonna buy a jet like you said for your birthday,
oh yeah,
what size would you think you would get, Che? If you were gonna do it.
It's tough veering away from the 90s, man. There's still a couple 90s that I got on my list that I need.
Yeah.
You know. I don't even know, man. It's kind of a tough decision. I really want the F-15 by Freewing. They just don't never put it back on their shelves. So
there's a couple of birds that they have that are like that, and I wonder why.
I don't know. I might end up getting that MiG because it's really nice and
the Freewing MiG, yeah,
it's nice as hell. It's big too, so it's pretty nice, man. I mean, but I just don't know how I feel about twin 80s. It's nice though. It's got a big presence, man.
Is it the same? So is the Tomcat from Freewing the same? Is it a 70 or is it an 80 like the MiG?
It's twin 80s. Yeah, the twin 80s.
But does the Tomcat run on 2 batteries too, or is it just 1?
Yeah, 2 batteries.
It does.
Okay.
Heavy ass bird.
You don't see him being brought out a lot. You gotta burn 2 packs to fly the thing, man. It's crazy.
Come on, twin 80s to make you smile. No, man, I've already been there with the Tomcat already. Twin 80s, we know how it goes.
Yeah, it's 2 batteries per flight. I know why they did that.
I mean, I can't really say anything about the 2 batteries thing because I'm on 12S right now, 12S and 8S kicks. I mean, it's still 2 batteries.
And I know why they decided to go with 2 batteries, 1 battery per fan, but I wonder how that plane would do though as like 8S as opposed to 6S like it is, but then you'd have to have a lot more batteries if you did that.
So you hear these guys in the chat saying, I love my Freewing MiG-29, but it takes 2 batteries. That's right, because that could be another flight on another bird that takes 1 battery.
Yeah,
right.
That's why I got rid of that big A10, man. Don't get me wrong, I love that A10, but I didn't see myself out flying it a lot, and I was like, dude, this guy's probably gonna fly the piss out of it. He's gonna absolutely love it, and he does, man. He actually loves that plane, man. I bet he's probably got over 100 flights on that thing by now.
That's awesome. That's like when I sold my 80mm FMS Bayhawk. I sold it to a younger guy in the club who had he crashed his other jet, and so I had sold it to him, and he flies the crap out of it, dude. He even put this little servo on the bottom of it that drops a little bomb. So he drops a little bomb from it and stuff. Nice. But yeah, it flies on rails, dude.
David Snyder's like that. MiG isn't big enough for 8S on both sides. Well, that's why Dave was telling me if he does ever get another A10, it'll be the FMS one because it's a little smaller and only takes 1 battery.
Yeah, 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 it's funny you guys were talking about the A10s, man, because I was like, I have like when you get to this point in the hobby, right, when you have so many planes and stuff, you got jets in the garage that are just sitting,
Yep.
that don't
Yeah.
really ever get flown and whatnot.
Right. Yep.
So like that's what I've been like looking at recently, and so I've been doing some restorations, and one that I just haven't flown is perfectly fine. Is I have a big free wing a
You have the
FMS
FMS
A10.
one, right?
The big one, yeah, and it's
Did
fine.
you
I
have
just haven't flown it in
ESC issues
forever.
on it when you first got it?
That was just with the cooling. I think I was flying
Yeah.
too much back to back because I was like flying really quick and then flying again.
What was it,
Well,
the
I
A10?
would. Yeah, what I was telling Dave about that too. I've noticed when a couple people reviewed that plane on the ESC, where the label is, normally you have a label right here, but your cooling plate is under that. And with the ESCs right next to each other, I've noticed on that FMS A10 that the cooling plate is wrapped up like this one was that I've since cut off, and that could be part of it. I
Yeah.
don't know.
So I did that. I did that to both ESCs that were there. They were both actually touching. So I actually took a
Yeah.
piece of large foam that I had, and I placed it in between them. So
Right.
and so yeah, so I have like that, and then I also cut like there's that little piece, that plastic piece on the bottom there for cooling, but like no air gets through there. So
Yeah.
I like basically like cut it and made it like wide open, essentially.
Right.
So there's, I think,
Right,
like
right.
getting air right to those ESCs right there.
So
They
what
kind
are
of have
the-
them in a
what-
small
what
area.
What amp ESCs are those that come stock in that?
I think they're like 80s, man. They're not or hundreds. They're
I
either
get that.
80s or 100s.
Let's
They're
see
80
here.
millimeter motors. So I want to say they're 100. I want to say they're twin 100s.
Yeah.
I will
Wonder if
check.
just
I have
upping
them open.
upping them to like a 110 or a 115, maybe even a 120 might help with overheating.
Bobby, that's funny.
Bobby K's in here.
No, Bobby RC plane reviewer was talking about he's not
okay.
loyal to these planes.
So that's the E
He's
flight.
trading those planes like he did the girls in high school. Bogus. That's funny.
Dana, yeah, it is. It's a tank buster, bro. It really is.
Mickey B.
So
That's funny.
the V2 A10 from FMS I'm looking at right now on the ESCs. Is yours the V1, Shay, or was yours a V2?
Yeah,
as
mine's
well?
all gray. Yeah, mine's all gray. Yeah.
So it says 2 high viewing 80 amp ESCs, but wasn't the biggest issue they just upgraded a few things on the V2 and the paint scheme's different? Isn't it basically the same airframe though?
I think they put in runners.
Yeah.
They moved in runners, and
There's in runners in it.
And then maybe went up to like 100 amps on the ESC. I think that.
No, it says they're still at 80. The timing's probably just different on the ESC.
So then they just did the motor swap. They did in runners instead of out runners.
You guys know you poke the bear with Air Marshal and you're gonna get full blown lunatic out.
That probably actually took care of the problem right there, just switching to in runners.
Well, from what Guniak and Nate both told me, even some of the free wing birds that they've gone to the end runner, they still have the same ESC. They just changed the timing for the end runner.
Okay. So I think mine has end runners on it, twin end runners. So I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, you got end runners on yours?
Yeah, it's got end runners on it.
I think the biggest thing they changed on the V2
gear
is the paint
That.
scheme.
And the gear, I know the gear was having some serious problems, like yanking out on people.
Oh, okay.
I've glued mine in before already. I don't know. I think the last time I was just flying it was just acting weird. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like flying okay. I landed it and everything was fine, but it was just like not like it was just not acting all right. And then I just like didn't fly it again. You
had a lot of issues with the ESCs on that.
Dave Marshall, bro.
Yeah.
Dave Marshall.
And then
come.
I got the E-Flight 64 millimeter A10. I can't find the pave penny for it, but I'm about to fly it anyways. Thing's a rocket ship. I just haven't flown it.
I've heard that one flies really well.
Flies fast. That one's like beat up. I've like that one's from like way back when I first started, but it still flies. Beat up ones fly the best, right?
It's
64 millimeter A10.
The weight that you add from fixing them just makes them fly better.
I guess so. I don't know, man. That's
That or
funny.
you're just less afraid to crash it again.
I think so.
Matt M. That's who it was, not John M. Why was I saying John M? Me and Matt M are the one that figured out what was wrong with the F100. Matt's in here right now. What's up, Matt? Reckham Roy, yeah, squid straight up, bro. I mean, if he never told you what his career was and you met him in a bar and you got drunk with him, you would know that David was a Navy guy before you walked out of that bar. I promise you.
Oh, trust me, you would know he was a Submariner too, because Submariners are
Maybe
even
that
more.
too.
Submariners are even more crazy than normal Navy
But I
dudes.
definitely would have poked him for a squid at any day.
Those squid guys have to have a few screws loose to be in a ship designed to sink.
Right, Michael Honeychuck? There's nothing better than a slow-mo shot of a perfectly aerodynamic brick fluttering through the air as it smashes into someone's face. Bang! That's awesome.
RC Plane Reviewer is right. That F100, it
I
looks
agree, Dave.
good. It's got good gear on it, but it's like they spent all the time making it look nice and then didn't spend any other time on it because it's got a lot of potential.
It does. The F100 does have potential, and I'm going to try to pull that potential out of it. I'm going to try. I might even actually just do what I did with that Flex Jet. I'm going to get rid of the Aura and just plug everything right into my AS3X receiver.
Air Marshal, that's the truth. Besides that, to be an Air Force dude, they want you to be skin and bones when you go on. So Che had a lot of bad luck with his F100, so I'm not surprised.
Jeff Custom RC
that,
said
Che.
that he's
all good. No worries.
He had a lot of luck with the
They'll have that.
The A10, oh sorry, the 64 millimeter A10. Jeff's Custom RC said that was pretty badass too.
Have they fixed the bearing issues on the motors to it? Because I know when it first came out, they had the shaft was a little too long, and they were having problems with bearings go. Because if you remember, Deuces had that issue with the one he won off of you.
Somebody else did too. I want to say it was Guniac.
Nate did.
I had an issue with my A10 ESC.
The ESC.
Yeah, one of my ESCs went bad. They had to send me 2 new ones.
At least they did that though. That's cool of them.
Yeah, I think it took like a month, but yeah, they got through.
Yeah, Matt M and Rich M both have an F100 Super Saver, and they said if you get it right, it's awesome. It's good.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Well, there's that one guy that's turbine converted to a couple of those here in the U.S. I forget his name, but he does quite a bit to them to make them fly right. Besides just putting a turbine in them.
Yeah, Paul Applebaum.
Yeah. Yes, Jeff's Custom. Thank you guys. Hit the like. What questions do you guys have for Che? Since we have him here.
Jeff.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, you know I'm not a newbie anymore, so probably just no questions. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm just kidding.
Air Marshal loves the scented crayons.
My question for myself though every day is like, you know, what the next step's gonna be, because you know, I really like it diving into balsa kits and you know, from the one I did anyways. So I think that's definitely on the table, especially at the cost of some of these models, right?
Right.
You know,
especially when you go to the bigger ones now, they're not a whole lot less. They're starting to approach the cost of the balsas.
Yeah, definitely. I've never had a gas motor yet. I think that'd be awesome. I think they sound great. You know, I just haven't gone through the trouble of, you know, of doing that yet. So I've also thought about that. It's for not. I feel like it's not that expensive to do that either. And, you know, it just more becomes like another learning curve.
I think I'm going to throw some gas in this P51 and at least start it up for the channel so you guys can hear it. Break the engine in.
Well, you know, there's more than one person in this chat that's offered to buy it off of you.
The Air Marshal. That's funny. He said that takes you out of the noob category.
Yeah, when you pay more than $2,000, yeah, I guarantee. Yeah.
Well, that's why you haven't flown that P51, Dave.
I've got a little over $3,000 into that plane.
Although, one balsa plane that I wouldn't mind getting that wasn't really that expensive when you put it together would be the one that LJ Hobby Life got, the Hangar 9 Hellcat.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, I've
Um,
seen that. Yeah, they actually have one that's like ready to fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have a ready to
Am
fly
I-
one too, and it's actually not that expensive a bird even. I mean, everything's relative, but you can get the plane itself without the electronics
Oh,
for
John HBRC.
not a lot of money.
It's the big giant scale Hangar 9
Here,
P51.
man.
It's like 7 foot, 7.5, almost 8 foot wingspan. It's like 6.5, 7 feet long. It takes a big 60cc motor, but I've got a twin 70 on it.
Jeff, you did not need to retract that. Yes, you do need to fly your big P47 with the Sato on it.
He said, "Wait, no, I don't."
We saw you delete that as quick as you could, buddy. Yeah, the wing loading ratio is better, John. That's why they fly better.
Yeah, John, it makes me nervous, man. So I went to start it like a couple years ago. It wouldn't start, and I realized that I was getting no fuel pressure from my tank. There was a massive fuel like air leak somewhere. So I put a brand new Valley View like sealed tank in it. Really nice tank, like top of the line tank. I actually spun the motor over like once or twice just to see if gas was coming up the tube into the carburetor, and it started sucking gas. So I was like, yes, and that's where I stopped because I didn't have it hooked up to a receiver, and I didn't have a receiver battery. I didn't have anything to get it going. So yeah, man, I'm excited. So I actually might throw a receiver in that and buy some more nickel batteries.
It's definitely a bird you're gonna want to fly at the flying field and not at the park, though. Your big
God, no, I would
P51.
not. I don't know, man. Yeah, definitely, bro. There was a couple people that were asking me when I was going to get around to getting that out there and flying it. People want to see it, man. I don't think anybody's seen a Hangar 9 P51 out there before. They have seen the smaller ones, but not this large scale one. No one's actually built it and actually flown it at the field yet.
I got a club flying coming up next week.
Cool.
Yeah,
that should be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out there.
You're gonna get that. You're gonna do a flight on that 12S Raptor like soon.
I'm flying it in the morning. If
you're going tomorrow morning.
If the weather's good, then I'm flying the Raptor and this T45 behind me in the morning.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, weather's good.
Frank Sylvester, what's up, man?
Yep, we got Frank in here.
But if not, it's gonna have to wait until Sunday because I'm gonna be busy tomorrow afternoon.
So what other questions you got for Che or Dave Zarcia, guys? We've been right about an hour, just under an hour.
Yep, it's time to start wrapping things up, guys.
All right.
We definitely like hanging out with you mofos. You guys are an entertaining bunch of guys, man. Even if we didn't do RC stuff, I think we would all be friends in some aspect.
Dude, all we have to do is throw a little bit of crumbs Air Marshal's way, and that's entertainment enough as it is.
Right.
Just get them going, and there's the entertainment with Air Marshal.
Right.
Yeah, so since we're getting close to the end, Air Marshal, are you hosting the Zoom tonight? You got guys asking.
Put the Zoom thing up, dude. Put the Zoom thing up.
Zoom.
Did you said you're not about the live broadcasting already, right, Che?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. George Watts, I want to say thank you, sir. He sent a PayPal, and then someone else sent a super chat earlier.
Nice.
Who was that, Eric?
I'll scroll back up. I just got here. Sent you $5.
I just got here. Oh, dude, he's awesome. You guys go check out his channel. I love this guy, man. I'm a fan. I love what he does, man.
It's just normally when he goes live, I'm in someone else's show, and so I do like what he does. It's just sometimes he's going live right when I'm in someone else's show.
Super nice guy, man. I mean, just the nicest guy you'll ever probably run into in your life, man. He just seems like a really nice guy. Appreciate that, man. Thank you
He
for
had
the super chat.
surgery recently too. That's why he didn't do anything for a couple weeks.
All right, you guys. So the Zoom's been posted, man. I appreciate you guys coming to hang out tonight, man. Shay, thank you so much for being on the show again, man. We love you,
Oh
dog.
yeah, man, for sure, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody in
Always
the chat
welcome
too.
in
Thank
the
you
show.
guys.
Shadow
Always
Ops,
welcome
thank
in the
you
show if
as
you
well.
want to come.
Thanks. Yeah, man, I'll be around. I'll be seeing you guys on the videos.
So, guys, make sure you guys stay tuned for tomorrow. Shay's gonna, if the weather's looking good, man, he's gonna try that 12S system in the Raptor, the Freewing Raptor 90 mil, guys. So
Bet
make
you
sure you
should.
guys stay
I
posted
bet
for
you it's
that.
gonna wake that bird up a crap
I can't
ton.
wait, bro. I'm gonna be waiting.
It actually flew on rails on 8S, man. I mean, you know, it flew fast. You know, I mean, like it was like fast.
I got one flight on my 8S Raptor, and I loved every bit of it. I loved it so much that I don't want to fly it, never see it crash. It flies wonderfully, guys. I personally can't wait to see this thing on 12S on a Schubler, nonetheless. It's gonna be sick, man.
It's gonna sound amazing, let alone fly amazing.
Bro, that thing's gonna rip. Imagine look how fast it was pushing that
Sounds
L39 around. Now it's gonna be pushing around a Raptor that's a third of the weight. That's gonna be insane, dude. I can't wait to see it. So guys, yeah, tomorrow night, Pilot Ryan, Hangar Rats, guys. I was there last week. I'll probably stop in again this week as well. But yeah, man, I'm Dave, the Dave's RC. We got Shay Hamilton, Hamilton's Hangar, Shadow Ops RC. Make sure you guys check out their RC YouTube channels.
Peace.
Like, share, subscribe, guys. We're out of here, guys. Peace.
See you guys later.